you're about to see the battle that raged in the small hours of this morning between Frank Bruno and Tim Witherspoon for the WBA World Heavyweight crown. It was a dramatic encounter full of courage and power. Wembley Stadium, the setting for so many great sporting occasions, was playing host to a World Heavyweight title fight for the first time, and Britain's biggest ever boxing crowd would see it. And among the scores of celebrities, two men who'd met at that venue's last big boxing night 23 years before, when our Henry nearly knocked out the then Cassius Clay. Frank Bruno had come a long way from his wayward boyhood, an amateur title at 18, subsequent eye surgery to allow him to box as a professional, and a startling progression to the status of superstar. Here now was his night of destiny, and there was barely a soul present who wasn't longing for his victory. Tim Witherspoon, who'd weighed in at a mammoth 16 stone 10, 7 pounds heavier than Bruno, was no match for the British fighter in muscle tone, but what he had on his side was experience. This would be his 5th World Championship fight. Remarkably, he would enter the ring as a slight betting underdog. At ringside was Harry Carpenter.
And now, the start of what could be 15 rounds for the WBA Heavyweight Championship. The greatest moment of Bruno's life, and most certainly the greatest moment comes now for British boxing for many a long year. The referee is Cedro Rodriguez from Venezuela, who refereed Barry McGuigan and Bernard Taylor in Belfast in September last year. Well, Bruno was totally undisturbed by all the staring and all the flag wagging that was going on. He looks calm and composed, and we hope alert. Is this the big night for Bruno? And Witherspoon comes straight out punching. A quick, aggressive start by Witherspoon, and Bruno goes for the belly. Witherspoon has a reputation of being an awkward, mauling type of fighter, and he might try to get close. And this has gone off at a very fast pace for two big men. That's a good jab from Bruno. He has some 6 inches in reach advantage. He has an 82-inch reach, Bruno. And Witherspoon, after the initial onslaught, slowed down a little. Good punch to the body from Witherspoon. Bruno looked a little wild when he came in close, as though he was anxious to get inside for a moment. Again, the left hook on the right from Witherspoon. And Witherspoon is finding Bruno fairly easy to get at in these opening moments. Good attack by Bruno. Witherspoon's covered up, shows the top of his head and laughs. Good left hook downstairs from Bruno. Concentrating hard. And Bruno's moving well. Big, wide, swinging, ugly punch from Witherspoon. Good combination by Bruno. Looking sharp and relaxed. It's a close opening round. Witherspoon will do a lot of this, I think, closing inside, slipping inside, two already are feeling the weight of each other's punches. Witherspoon's blowing already at the end of the first round, and he winks at Bruno as the British challenger, the European champion, returns to his corner. And that is a very, very brisk start indeed, and Bruno handled himself well.
Second up, round two.
What a good left hand by Bruno. And Witherspoon has never been put down as a pro, never stopped. He can take a punch. And it's beginning to look as though he may have to take one or two. Witherspoon blinking. I think he was disturbed by that first left hand. And Bruno's mixing his punches well to head and body. Witherspoon dangerous with the swinging right hand. And Witherspoon, an angry attack, as though he's disturbed. Bruno losing nothing in the clinch. Bruno surely must be the fitter man of the two. Bruno's most dangerous moments, it seems to me, come when he's attacking. He has to leave himself a little open to throw the punch. But he's really handling himself well, Frank, inside. He's showing a maturity here, which I don't think I've quite seen before. And he's pushing Witherspoon away as though he weighs nothing. Another right-hand bomb from Bruno on the top of Witherspoon's head. Witherspoon's mouth has been open now for a round. Really going for him. That's a good right from Bruno. And Witherspoon staggers. Round two. Bruno not sure whether to go in or not. He's cautious. He certainly heard his man. He didn't follow up. But he's clearly boxing to orders to take no chances. Meanwhile, Witherspoon's getting his breath back and getting his jab to work. Bruno trying to do it all correctly and risking nothing. That was a good round from Bruno. He certainly won that one. Here we are from our overhead camera. Let's see this punch from Bruno. Hit him well with a good left, dug him underneath, and then that one on the top of the head.
Second bell, round three.
And Witherspoon comes out open-mouthed again, as though he's having trouble breathing. Now can Bruno keep this good work together? Good punches, good attacks by Bruno, taking the initiative, taking the play away from the champion. Witherspoon trying to keep the points coming with the jabs. Good left hook from Witherspoon. Left hook is a danger punch from this man. He's won many fights with his left hook. Good right, and that hurt Bruno. This is an angry fight. They mean business. Good right from Bruno. Bruno's mouth looking a little sore. Bruno's mouth is cut, I think. Bruno putting in some of his best punches, and Witherspoon not giving. And to get those punches in, Frank was having to take some as well. and he's taking them well. And what a challenge Bruno is putting up for this championship. He's got the champion on the ropes. Again, not too sure whether to go in close. Meanwhile, Bruno's lip bleeds. Bruno not averse to having a bit of a maul. Two good punches from Witherspoon. Bruno looking a little puzzled at the moment. He's hit him with good punches and he hasn't gone. Another good combination attack by Bruno, who takes the punches, he comes inside. What a furious battle this is. 3 rounds, tremendous fighting. Well, I've got Barry McGuigan, our former world featherweight champion, sitting in the ringside. What do you think of it, Barry? It's a furious fight.
Absolutely tremendous heavyweight fight. Very, very exciting from the word go. I like the way Bruno's handling himself, but I'm a bit worried that the fight's gone over 3 rounds. I predicted that Frank would nail him early on, but I think it can be anybody's fight at this stage.
Truly tremendous championship fight, because they've gone away like a couple of featherweights rather than a couple of heavyweights. Remember, these 2 men between them weigh close on 33 stone. Remember, Witherspoon gave Larry Holmes a really hard world title fight in his earlier days. And Witherspoon's in trouble on the ropes under a big attack from Bruno. How fit is Witherspoon? Everything may depend on this. He looks grossly overweight. Can he go a long fight? Bruno's one of the fittest men in the game. But he hasn't quelled the champion yet. Good attack by Witherspoon. Witherspoon back in his own corner now. Can Bruno nail him with one very good punch? He's so hard to get at. And Bruno can't get leverage for his punches inside. Now Witherspoon's beckoning him to come on in. He prefers it close in. And Frank walks unconcernedly back to his corner as we go in to look at Witherspoon, this man who weighs 16 stone 10 3/4. And a swelling coming up at the side of the left eye. And indeed, apparently on the side of the right as well. Fair to say that Bruno's taken some of Witherspoon's best punches and stood up to him well. The pace, the early pace is told on both of them already. Here we are in the 5th, and already the pace has slowed right down. You can hardly wonder at it. The first round was fought at a most amazing pace. Now the action slows a little. They gather their breath with left from Witherspoon. If Bruno can get his jab going and keep it going solidly in Witherspoon's face, he could pile up a lot of points, and at the same time, he could really tire this man. Witherspoon, the tough street fighter from Philadelphia. ringing cry for Bruno comes up from these 40 or 50,000 people in Wembley Stadium. Nearly 1:30 in the morning, and the place singing its head off. Good right downstairs again, slightly lower, I would have thought, from Witherspoon. Quiet round for Bruno. Looks as though he's trying to work out exactly what he should do here, but he's taking an awful lot of belts to the body. And Witherspoon still walking through this massive left jab that Bruno puts in his face. Well, I should think they've done enough. They've done enough already to earn each other's respect, wouldn't you say, Barry?
Oh, this is the most competitive heavyweight fight I've seen probably since the days of Muhammad Ali. They're both in tremendous shape. I think, without doubt, Bruno looks much more fit than Witherspoon.
And you sit on the edge of your seat and you wonder what's going to happen next. I've got him dead level. Slight smear of blood from Bruno's nose. Bruno's got to keep him backed up. Bruno might have to start thinking in terms of outboxing him rather than out-punching him. Big swinging attack again by Witherspoon, who's walking through the Bruno punches now. He looked disturbed by them early on. Now he's coming on through them. Bruno's mouth a little more damaged, but still boxing a good controlled fight and doing plenty of work. He's such a hard man to get with a good solid punch. Cranked through a good left hook then, and the man slipped his head inside it easily. So it's turning into now, Barry, what looks like a very close and very grueling fight for the pair of them. That's
very true, Harry. It looks like it's going to be a survival of the fittest. I like Bruno's boxing ability. Is really good. That's a sharp right hand from Witherspoon, which slipped off very thankfully.
Second up, round 7.
So already gone further than a lot of people expected. Bruno badly now needs the sort of punch that will really put a bit of fear into Witherspoon. If you can do that. Wild with his right hands. It's very, he really doesn't, to be fair, he doesn't look like a good world champion with his, but he's far too wild and wide with his punches. A very, very strong man, and he's cut slightly with a spoon underneath the left eye now. His left hook is a better punch, I think, than his right hand, frankly. His right's altogether too wild. Good attack by Bruno. But once again, Witherspoon takes it and comes back with perhaps a slightly better attack. And he's hurting Bruno with punches to the head. Round 7. These are uncomfortable moments for the British challenger. He's under fire and backing up and taking punches. Trying to stay inside, keep out of trouble, Bruno. He's feeling the pace now. Witherspoon most definitely on top at this moment. And Bruno brings 2 good punches out of the bag when he most needed them. What a tough fight this is. These two are going to go on like this till one of them drops. Not too much in the punches of Bruno now. He's been hurt again, getting caught by too many head punches. Not a good round for Bruno. Walks back slowly to the corner. He's not badly hurt, but he's been roughed up with a few head punches there. Well, he put together a good attack, Bruno, here, and then straight away, Witherspoon came back with this attack, and it was a much better one than Frank had landed. Witherspoon put together a lot of good punches in this, and he began to catch Frank quite solidly to the head. And these were very disturbing moments for the British challenger.
Round 8.
And now Witherspoon's got a swelling coming up underneath the left eye. A mouse, it's called in the trade, showing quite visibly. Well, if Witherspoon's left eye shuts, and it's threatening to do that, that will be a very, very big plus indeed for Bruno. And we're rapidly approaching the halfway mark. 7.5 rounds will signal the halfway stage. And Witherspoon's work has slowed down. Good right from Bruno. And Witherspoon didn't know what to do about it. Round 8. If this does come down to the amount of work done in the gym, then Bruno will win. Good right from Witherspoon over the top. Witherspoon storming through again. Bruno trying to get inside to stay safe. Somehow Bruno has to stand off and try and get a good shot at him, which he's finding hard. But what a fight he's putting up. Wild work from Witherspoon, but he's making it pay. Good left hook, Witherspoon. Bruno again getting roughed up in this round. And not too much behind the arms of Bruno now. He's not really punching with any weight. He's just trying to keep the man away from him. And Witherspoon's coming storming on again in the 8th round. The fight, round by round, getting tougher and tougher for Bruno. Bruno finding it very hard now to raise a big punch. And he puffs hard and he looks at Witherspoon as much as to say, what sort of man are you? I hit you with all my best punches and you've never looked like going down. But the danger to Witherspoon is the lump that's coming up underneath the left eye, the lump they're now trying to squeeze out with that iron. Well, Barry, what do you think? It's got a little rough for Frank now.
Well, what impresses me about Bruno is he's taken some good shot and still come fighting back. And as you say, very truthfully, he's become much stronger at taking the shot. He's able to fight on the retreat, which is very impressive in this fight. And I think he's doing very, very well. Witherspoon has hit him with some tremendous shots in this round, but they're very frustrated because he couldn't put him away. So, you know, it's all on the line at this stage. It's all or nothing. Oh, the best of luck to Frank.
A war of attrition it's become. Round 9 coming up.
Round 9.
Back they come into this hard, almost savage heavyweight championship fight, which went off at a tremendous pace and slowed down now into a cruel and grueling battle of strength and determination. Witherspoon has been absolutely drenched with water. His trunks are dripping water. 2 good punches from Bruno. Now, if he can still bring those out of the bag, he's in with a real chance again. Witherspoon's hanging on inside and looks desperately tired. You do get the feeling that if Bruno could just put 2 or 3 really hard punches together, anything could happen to Witherspoon. Again, Witherspoon comes forward with the big attack. He has this way of bringing out a really storming attack just when he looks at his worst. Staring at Bruno as though he's not really looking at him, but looking way through him at something else. That's a good right from Witherspoon. And again, Bruno takes it well, comes inside, hangs on, and fights back. What a challenge Bruno has made in this fight, and is still making, but he's under attack again. He turns his man well. What a good move, and Witherspoon's shaking his head as though he doesn't like it. And he's looking at the referee. Witherspoon suddenly looks desperately uncomfortable. Can Bruno mount a really big attack here? Because Witherspoon looks as though he's ready to be taken. The 9th round. Witherspoon looking as though it's almost too hard to summon another attack. Is he punching himself out on Bruno, I wonder? And the crowd sense it too. Up comes the great Bruno chant. And Frank's got new heart. Witherspoon trying to fight his way desperately off those ropes, looking at the referee again and again. Something he doesn't like, whether it's the head coming into his face or the body punches he's protesting are too low, I don't know, but he doesn't like it. That's a good punch from Witherspoon. And there's the bell to end the round. And Witherspoon winds up in his own corner and waves to the crowd. But there were some strange moments in that round when Witherspoon was shaking his head almost as though you felt he'd had enough.
Second bell. Round 10.
And Witherspoon lifts himself a little wearily off the stool. So here we are in the 10th. Good right and left from Witherspoon. Again, Bruno takes them well. Again, Witherspoon comes back with the champion's assault after he's taken a good punch. He's complaining about Bruno's head. Looking at the referee again. The 10th. Witherspoon now fighting with a touch of desperation. what a good, strong man Witherspoon is. He takes a punch better, I think, than almost anybody I've ever seen. No wonder he's never been down as a pro. Bruno's left eye looking in some trouble. Witherspoon shaking his head again, mounting another big, furious attack. Bruno's nose bleeding. These two absolutely punching themselves out on each other. Once again they break with a long, hard stare at each other, wondering perhaps, each of them, what's keeping the other man up. Now then, we can see that tremendous Bruno punch here earlier in the round. Here it comes. He caught him coming in. Well, it went round the back a bit, but another one chopped down. And for a moment, Witherspoon almost looked as though he was going to go down for the first time in his professional career. And there's the Bruno family at ringside. His mother watching him fight at ringside for the first time in her life.
Round 11.
Well, not many people imagined it would ever get this far. And there are still 5 rounds to go, including this. Well, whatever happens now, Bruno has put up one of the great challenges of all time in British boxing history for the heavyweight title. Whatever happens. Good punches from Witherspoon. Still plenty of strength left there, it seems. Bruno now finding it hard to mount a big attack. Comes forward again, plants that big left hook into the stomach of Bruno. The European champion taking it all well, still keeping his boxing together, still looking for the chance to land the big haymaker. But the pace, understandably, after those horrid 2 rounds we've just seen, the pace has come down to a crawl. These 2 men have had a tough fight, and believe me, it's all they can do to keep going now at this stage in the 11th. And still Witherspoon is picking up punches as he comes inside. Bruno's getting at him to the head. Well, Bruno promised all of us a great fight for the championship, and he wasn't wrong. He has surpassed himself in this fight. Good punch, each of them, but Bruno's hurt the more, and he's under a terrible attack in a neutral corner. And Bruno is close to defeat at this moment. He's going to go down, he's going to go down. Witherspoon's got him in the 11th round, and Bruno goes over, and Witherspoon's hitting while he's on the floor, and the towel has come in from Terry Lawless. It's all over. It's all over. And Witherspoon has kept his title, and Bruno can't get up himself. He has to be hoisted by the referee in the 11th round onto his feet. It's all over. And once again, a British challenge for the heavyweight championship of the world has failed, but it has failed gloriously. What a challenge Bruno put up, but he's having to be helped back to his corner. Witherspoon got to him at last in the 11th round.
Oh, what a sad moment for poor Frank Bruno. Primarily, he put up such a tremendous battle. He was so good there all the way through that fight, and I thought so much that he was going to finish it strongly, the way he'd been fighting, and the man hit him with a couple of, you know, lucky punches there in the 11th round. That's it. That's the experience. He got tired, you see, and as I said to you in the 8th round, it was a matter of whether Witherspoon's experience was going to beat Frank's fitness, and unfortunately, there's nothing that can beat experience.
So let's have a look now at the way this tremendous championship battle finished, and it finished very suddenly when it happened. Bruno going in with a good attack, you see, catching his man, and always in this fight, Witherspoon was at his most dangerous when he was hurt, and suddenly he launched this furious swinging attack, and suddenly you could see the challenge of Bruno disappearing moment by moment. He tried to stay in close, he tried to push the man off, and Witherspoon sensed that the finish was at hand. That one almost floored Frank, the next one almost did again. And then it was inevitable that he would go, and he was finished at this point, and he was hit when he was down. And there's a case to be made that Witherspoon could have got into trouble with the referee from that, but he's the champion of the world and nothing was said. But he could have been disqualified for hitting a man when he was on the floor. And hit him on the floor, he most certainly did. Just watch this, he's down now. One, and another one. Two, before he was waved away, and then it was stopped. So the challenge of Frank Bruno has ended. But what a blaze of glory he went down in. No one could be ashamed of what Bruno has done here at Wembley tonight. But that's the 12th British challenge this century for the world heavyweight title. And Britain must go on waiting for a world heavyweight champion, and it may be a very long wait now. Tim, congratulations, that was some fight.
Thank you.
What do you make of Frank Bruno now?
Great fighter. I think he should get a lot of fights in the States and get another title shot at somebody, or maybe we give him a rematch here in London in the future.
How badly did he hurt you? At any time
He hurt me. He's a great fighter. I anticipated him to hurt me. He's a great fighter. It's just I'm a greater fighter, that's all.
What tipped it your way in the end? Because suddenly you got it. What tipped the fight your way in the end? What was the reason?
Determination and experience helped me come on and win the fight.
Here you are, here's the finish, Tim. Now tell us about this.
Well, he was, I see him stunned a little bit, and then I caught him. I knew he was hurt, so I moved him for the kill. Like I said, if I see daylight, I'm going for him. And there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a tremendous finish you did there. Tim, we'll be glad to see you back sometime. Hope you come.
I love Britain, and I want to come back.
You'll be back soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.